About this, it's been a year since the devastating Los Angeles fires erupted in the city. The fires claimed entire neighborhoods and obviously impacted millions of Americans. Last year, Fox Weather's Robert Ray reported live on the fire's catastrophic past. You talk about just scary live shots is what he had. Robert is back in the Pacific Palisades right now a year later. Robert, some areas look like they haven't even changed in the last 365 days.
Yeah, Bob, the difference is that the skyline is not painted orange and with smoke, and the odors of the hellscape from the catastrophic fires have now dissipated. And in the distance here in Pacific Palisades, you do hear the sounds of construction, and that is good, though not enough. We are told that about 500 homes between the Eaton fire and the Palisades fire are under construction. And when you think about that, it's a very small amount, considering the fact that well over 15,000 structures, homes, and then even more as far as businesses goes, nearly 20,000 in total, were destroyed by these catastrophic fires last January. And behind me, this is a home that used to be, and another home that used to be but is now under construction. And I want to bring in this family right now, and they have a story to tell, and these are the kind of people that we must listen to in the year and the aftermath. I'm just going to tick down for our viewers, Bob, and for everybody's name here.
Andrea Heindel.
Jacob Heindel.
Misha Heindel.
Jana Horusiki.
There you go. Grandmother, right? Granddaughter, grandson, mother, and daughter. Right. So, okay, this is a year later. What has happened in the past year, and where are we standing, Andrea?
Well, in a blink of an eye, it's a year later, and I still wake up every day and think it's a nightmare that I'm gonna wake up from. We have started a rebuilding process, but that's not easy. Nothing has been really easy since the fires happened. It's like we're running a marathon from day one.
I can't imagine. And you, a student, right? You are a senior in high school?
Yeah, I'm currently a senior in high school at Palisades Charter High School, which was formerly a few blocks down the street. We're hoping to get back in 2 or 3 weeks or so, back on campus. Right now, we're currently in the Sears formerly department store in Santa Monica.
You're in a Sears department store, formerly learning.
Yeah, they've pretty much renovated the Sears department store building. It wasn't in use, so they renovated it, and they did a great job for us to get us back in a solid learning environment. But I'm really looking forward to getting back into the campus and community that we all are used to and love.
How about you? Your age and your situation right now?
Yeah, I'm 16. I'm a sophomore in high school, and just the past year has just been extremely overwhelming. Not only grieving our loss of our home, but also the town. All of my friends lost their homes, so it's just all been surreal, and it still nothing feels real to this day.
I'm going to walk over here. I'm sorry to walk in front of you guys, but I spoke to you yesterday. You fled Czechoslovakia, correct?
Yes.
Many years ago.
1969, after Russian invasion, with 2 little boys, 1 and 3 years old, and my daughter was born here. And I wish in our burn house last year, it was 3 generations. We've been living here over 50 years, and I wish we would have our house back, because we had done it completely, and I don't know, this is like taking forever to get our house back, and we are going from rental to rental, and so we can wait till our house is finished, hopefully in the spring.
Do you feel that your community, your neighborhood of Palisades, will make a vibrant comeback?
I think so, it will, because people love this city, and they would do anything to help to rebuild.
Andrea, I'm going to come back over to you real quick. Sorry, and I apologize for walking in front of everybody. From your take, as we stand here in the mud and piles of water because of the atmospheric rivers that have come through, what needs to be done to speed this up? Because everybody I hear from, and as I look at your hat, Palisades Forever, says close to the same thing. is that there's too much red tape. It's too slow.
Yeah, it's we're moving. My parents are moving, and but it's going slowly for the whole town. There's so much uncertainty for everybody, so that's a big problem. A year later, you know, we're still waiting to get power to our power pole that we've put in. I don't know how long ago, but they just put one up next door this morning. So I think there's a problem with all of the entities communicating together. So if they're going to put a power pole there, why don't they energize our pole at the same time? So I just think that, you know, the Palisades and Eaton, I'm not sure about them as much, but I feel like there's too many people in charge and not anybody talking to each other, and we could be a lot more efficient in our town and rebuilding if there was some, you know, better discussion on how things should be handled.
Let me ask you this from your perspective as kids in high school. My goodness, you know, you went through COVID 4 or 5 years ago, and now this. What is the future for the youth here in these communities that grew up?
You know, it's difficult to say. There's a lot of uncertainty, as my mother was talking about. There's a lot more moving parts than we would have thought coming into this. You know, it's looking promising. The elementary school that both myself and my sister had the privilege of walking to school to many years ago has been back open. Since last year, actually, they've done a miraculous job of rebuilding what's burned and getting their kids back in school. So we're hoping that new families that are moving in here and current families that still are sending their kids to school there will enjoy the space that they've been given. And as well as the high school a few blocks down, they're doing a great job as well, getting things moving. We're hoping to have everything back to normal in a few years. You know, the fields, the baseball fields, athletic programs, that's going to take some time as expected, but we're hopeful overall. We have to be hopeful as a community. We have to stick together, and yeah.
Okay. Your hope for the future of this incredible, you know, community here in LA County?
Well, like Jacob said, there's just so much uncertainty during this time, but I know how strong this community is, and everyone just has like such a strong bond with each other, especially after this tragedy. So I think it'll just make us even stronger as a whole.
And your hope?
Yes, it will make everybody stronger after. What doesn't kill you make you stronger, so hopefully it pays for all of us.
Indeed. And I'll leave it to you with the final message to America watching. What is your feeling and your hope as we stand here 1 year later after the catastrophic fires?
My hope is that we can all get back. Every single family that I know that's lost their home, or maybe even hasn't lost it, might have to do remediation, has a different struggle. I pray and hope that we can all come back home and that the Palisades will come back. You know, it's going to be different, but we're going to have to get used to that. Nobody asked us to, we didn't want it to be different. We were happy perfectly the way it was with older houses, but we'll come back and stronger than ever, like the kids and my mom said.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, we are a strong community, and we're going to fight to bring this community back, but we do need some help. There's a lot of uncertainty and moving parts for us here in the Palisades, as well as the state as a whole in LA County. One thing that we're dealing with is mortgage forbearance. That's a big problem. We're hoping to get some legislation passed, or else we might have to pay a mortgage on a house that didn't exist. As well as rent. We're hoping that we can move on from paying rent, and then if we have to pay mortgage on top of that, that's going to be a big financial struggle for us. So we're having to take out loans, so that's a big struggle for us, so we hope we can get some help on that.
Indeed. Thank you all for all of your insight, and you know, we're sorry that this has happened, but it's important to listen to what you're saying and shed light on what needs to happen, the help that's needed, and frankly the resiliency moving forward. You guys are a perfect example of all that. I thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate everything. Thank you. And thank you. Bob, life is a labyrinth, and this is just one obstacle for so many people here. Thousands, tens of thousands.
Yeah.
Bob.
Robert, great report. Mortgage forbearance is a term a kid shouldn't have to know when he's in high school. Robert Ray, great stuff out there in Palisades, California. Be right back, everybody.